Hello everyone. So another workshop video. Today we're going to cover my bigwig and some of the preventative maintenance that I should be doing, but haven't for a while. So we're going to cover that. Still setting up my workshop. I couldn't be bothered to move my car out this morning, but if I sort of come over here, you'll see I'm still working out of boxes of tools rather than a nice tool chest, so we're going to sort that out. But I've started sorting my workbench out. I've got my TV and a laptop for me to search for things on. Still more than enough room when I move back my my bike stand. It's a good job that's on coasters, so easy to move backwards and forwards. But yeah, more than enough room for me to work in. So it's been a while since I last rode this bike. I don't actually know how long. Could have been 8-9 months, maybe. I don't know. I've just used the gears and the brakes and everything else, and actually the bike's still working as it was last time I used it, which is very, very well. But I need to do some maintenance like we do with any bike. So make sure that the gears are set up, the chains lubed still, all the rest of it. Make sure my dropouts are still tight, that sort of thing. Make sure my cranks and basically bolt check the whole lot. I'm going to do a fluid change on the brakes as well because it has been a while since they were done. So we're going to do that, and also going to check the tyre sealant in the tyres because it may have started to dry, may not have done, don't know. So I'll partly take the tyre off, have a check. If it's dry, chuck some more in. Some very specific jobs which I need to do because it's a steel bike is the bottom bracket. So I just need to remove it and basically make sure all the threads are greased. Make sure it actually removes, it's not seized in, and then pop it back in. Same with the dropper. Remove it, make sure it's not seized, re-grease, pop it back in, and basically anything else. Pedals I feel all right, so we're going to leave those. Hubs all feel quite nice and smooth still, so we'll leave those. They won't need doing. So yeah, that's it really. So we'll get the wheels off first, and we'll check the sealant. So it's still sort of wet, but it's not very free flowing. So I'm going to chuck a little bit more in there. Okay, so I've popped some more fluid in. The Albeit components tubeless fluid, and I've put the tie back on. So we're just going to put some pressure in it to bead it. So perfect. I'm going to do that on the rear now. I won't show that because it's boring. And that's the rear wheel done. I didn't actually have to top up the fluid in that one, so all good. That's all popped back on there. So another problem with Ragley Bigwigs and Ragleys in general are these dropouts. Now both sides they can come loose, so the best thing to do to keep on top of it is just to make sure that they're actually tight, and these ones seem to be at the moment, which is good. If they loosen up, basically your wheel ends up loose, the brake ends up out of alignment with the rotor, and so forth. Some people Loctite these in, I don't, largely because I want to be able to remove them in the event they get damaged. But yeah, that's just another thing to keep an eye on with these bikes. Okay, so the cranks are out, and some of you might remember I've actually got a chain device as well, so I had to remove the top of that. So now it's just trying to remove this this bottom bracket. It's a hope item, this one, so I'm hoping it'll be all right. So the bottom brackets came out with not too much trouble. The drive side one just came out, it was quite easy, and the left one just required a bit of a heave. Being hope items, they are of exceptional quality, so the threads are not damaged, they're coated, so you know it's easier to get these out than maybe a cheaper bottom bracket. Just using a torch to help light this up, but as you can probably see, I mean, it's not the best in there, but it's not too bad. So we'll just clean it all up in there, and we'll get the bottom bracket back on. So a little bit cleaner. Obviously, look, you can't get rid of the colour of rust, but what I tend to do is just clean out with a cloth first, then a cloth with WD-40 on it, just to finish it off. So what I'm going to do now is re-grease and put the bottom bracket back in. So that's the cranks done, all nice and tight and working. So next is doing the brake bleed. I'm not going to show this on the video, so the next time we come back, the wheels will be on and we'll deal with the dropper post. Okay, so brakes were done. Actually, the fluid wasn't anywhere near as bad as it could have been, considering. So I think most would have considered it fresh. There's a little bit of black in it, only a tiny little bit. So put the wheels back on. Brakes are all set back up and everything. So it's the dropper post now. So what I've done is loosen off the old lever. All the cable holders down the tube, and I've undone the seat clamp, the seat post clamp. So luckily it's actually quite loose. So yeah, literally what I'm going to do is just feed the cable up, pull the dropper post out, re-grease it, pop it back in. And then we have it. I suppose we call it the bike's reactivated or whatever else, but it's been serviced. It's all ready to go again for another bunch of rides until something goes wrong. So yeah, thank you for watching.